Okay, picking up where we left off, we've got the 3 view. I'm just kind of place everything to figure out where it goes. All 3 views are scaled to the same scale. Now I'm just kind of placing them on the page, flattening everything down. Mainly I'm just saving space. Okay, then what I want to do, since usually you don't have to do this, but since this is 3 different views and all different colors, I'm going to go in and desaturate, which turns everything to black and white. Now what you want to make sure at this stage you flatten the image, which is under layer, flatten image, so that there's only 1 layer. The next step, I'll do it this way. We're going to make a layer from the background, add a new layer, select the background, image, adjustments, invert. This is why I wanted to make sure we had the black line. Then what you want to do is set this to 50% opacity, and then flatten the image again. And then we're going to save it. I usually call it something like 3 view and save it as a JPEG with maximum setting. Another thing you want to do, which I didn't on this case, is if you blow it up to 100%, that's huge. So I'm going to go to image size, and adjustments. There it is, image size. We're going to drop that down to 100 and make this about 6. The reason I do this is because really large images choke up Rhino so that it won't run. It freezes and won't run. So this is done. I'm going to close Rhino, close Photoshop, close everything, and then we're going to find Rhino here. Yes. My Rhino's kind of screwed, so it never opens anything up right. So what I've done is I've set up a template called Model Start, which has the settings I like, which usually is a small settings to, I think it's inches, a small objects that equals inches, so that it doesn't use up a lot of space. And here we are in Rhino. First thing you're going to do, go up to here to place background bitmap, which if you don't have that, you go under view, background bitmap, place, go find your folder that you did, or your 3 view that you made, open it up. First thing I do is I'll just, first I gotta figure out which window it's going to open up in. Alright. Need to point this out. You got to make sure you always click this top one. Then you can right click to get it to repeat. Now when I'm setting up a model, I always do 8 squares by 8 squares. So that's 7. So this is, well, now let's ignore it. This is the dangers of having a touch screen. If you touch the screen, it does what it wants. Okay, so we want 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 8. The reason I do that is because you can be consistent in your size. And that way you don't have to really worry about scaling. I used to do it where, you know, top view, front view, side view, and you could one view per view, but then I'd get so screwed up with scaling issues that I just decided to just import the same 3 view into all windows. Alright, this is the top window. So what you want to do is you go up to this one where it says Move Background Bitmap. Turn off your snap. Click right in the center farthest forward point. Turn snap off again. Back on. That'll click right to that intersection right there. That is the center of the model. Now for the front view, you do the same thing. Usually, since most of these have this circle part for the nose, I always use that because I can center it right in the center of the nose. Snap back on. And there. And we'll do the same for here. Center of the nose. Turn your snap off. Snap back on. Okay, and now we have all 3 views set up. And just to make sure, I'm going to leave snap on. Click here. Snap off, ortho on. Drag a line out to the very end of the fuselage, and I usually do one up to the tail, to top of the tail. And that way, you do it in this view. Then you come to here, you can double check. Yes, I got the scaling for the top right, and it looks like we're right on for the front too. But you want to double check. Usually, if you're using the same plane for all 3 views, you can use the wing. You next to the wingspan. And I found this one, the wingspan's actually a little short. I usually don't use the wingspan in this view anyway. So, here we have 3 views set up in Rhino. You want to hit save. Which in this case is a bad thing because it already exists. Usually if you're using new, you just hit save. In this case I want to save as. Go to my folder, give it a name. I'll do like A320 Neo. Alright, you are now ready to start designing, which will be the next video.